Obviously, we're horrified by what happened in Israel on October 7th. But what happens if there's another 9/11 that happens in the United States of America tomorrow? And the story plays out exactly the same way. People are outraged. People are so horrified. They're shocked. There's an atrocity that kills thousands of Americans. Whether they're burning buildings, horrifying rapes, murders, bodies in the streets. No, we go through these weeks of shock. And I remember, because I was in downtown Manhattan on September 11th, I know what the reaction was like. For a brief moment, we are a united country. We're committed to fighting back, to pushing back. And then the same thing happens over again. There are protest rallies. The various Islamist groups claim that they're suffering from Islamophobia, that they are the victims here. They begin threatening to boycott the election, not to vote. Michigan becomes the center of Islamist political resistance. And then what happens? You know what? 10-1, the same exact thing happens over again. Biden, or whichever Democrat is in the White House, sells out the United States. He turns around and says, sorry guys, this is a big mistake. Now, what would the odds of Biden doing that be? Well, let's start with the fact that on another October 2001, he turned around and said, you know, maybe we should cut a $200 million check to Iran, no questions asked. I'm only lightly paraphrasing that. The bottom line is that Biden's turn is not a huge surprise, because he's always pandered to Islamists, to Islamic terrorists, to people who support Islamic terrorism. And he's an equal opportunity panderer. He's willing to pander to whoever is paying his bills at any time. China, Iran, terrorists, non-terrorists. He'll tell Jewish voters what they want to hear. Then he'll turn around and he'll tell Muslim voters what he wants to hear, what they want to hear. But the one thing he's not going to do is represent the interests of the United States of America. You know, as horrifying as it is for a lot of us to see Biden and Schumer and a lot of these top Democrats turn around and betray Israel, turn on a country that is fighting back against one of the worst atrocities that we can remember, the reality is, if this happened in the United States, they would act the same exact way. Because this is not just about Israel, it's about America, it's about the jihad. And when we have leaders that we cannot trust, when we have elected officials who, the moment they smell a threat to their election prospects, will turn around, betray everybody and everything, and will side with the enemies of their country, of their people, those are people we cannot afford to have in power.